Hi YouTube, it's your girl Jasmine Marie and I'm coming with a video to discuss some things. Today I want to discuss Portia Williams leaving Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I want to discuss something that happened on The Real Daytime. So yeah, let's get into it. Also yesterday me and my daughter, we went to this, we dumped the little baby off. Dumped him off. Dump. We dumped him off, and we just had some mother-daughter time that we like to have. And we tried this new crab spot out. I don't know if it's new. It's new to us either way, because I ain't never been there before. So it was really good. It was called Monster Crab, and it was definitely what we're used to having when we go to Florida with our crab, shrimp, potatoes, sausages, eggs. I'm actually have shrimp. We got a lot of shrimp too. I have a little bit of it right here. You can see the crab, the shrimp are down there. The eggs, I had them boil some eggs earlier in the week, but I got some of the sauce. Oh shoot, I poured that on my table. Oh, luckily I had a napkin there, so it went on the napkin. But yeah, you can see the sauce, like so. This is their house blend sauce. So I got some of that too. We sat in there and ate, but I got some of that to go with the leftovers that we have. So yeah, I'm gonna be eating and just talking. So first, let's talk about earlier in the week, what happened on The Real Daytime with the ladies speaking on Ari Fletcher and Moneybagg Yo. So first I wanna begin by saying The Real is a talk show. So when I saw people on social media talking about these women are hating and nobody ever did this or that for them, I'm like, what? I'm like, it's a talk show. Like, that's their job, is to talk about drama and gossip. You know, that's what they get paid to do. Okay? Meanwhile, you over here on Instagram, in the comments, for free. Anyway, so the subject came up of how Ari Fletcher bought Moneybagg Yo 28.8 acres of land for his 30th birthday, and how that was a big gift. And one of the ladies, Garcelle, was like, to not be married and buy someone that type of gift, I would never, blah, 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 blah. But the thing that they didn't show, like on the Shade Room, was like all of the other ladies, none of them agreed with Garcelle. That was just Garcelle's opinion. And yeah, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and everybody, you know, if you feel like you need to be married to buy someone some land, then whatever. Now for me, when I think about gifts, I'm a good gift giver. I done took my boyfriend on trips, and we ain't married. I don't like spent like, so you know, some real money. But I did that not because like we're married. I did it because I love him and I feel he deserved it. So that's kind of how I operate. He's bought me some really expensive gifts and we're not married. He's bought me diamonds. We're not married. But again, you know, he felt I deserved it. He loves me. So, you know, it just depends on what type of gift giver you are. So, although I don't agree with Garcelle, like, oh, you know, maybe you should be married to buy someone some land or whatever. That's her opinion. So I'm not going to like look at her opinion and be like, oh, she's hating just because she doesn't agree with what so-and-so did. So the comments were just so funny though. Cause like some people were in agreement with her, some people were not. One thing I will say is I liked Lonnie's perspective. Personally, me, I don't care if Ari bought Moneybagg Yo some land. My thing is, shit, if you got the money, if I had the money to buy my boyfriend 28 acres of land, I'm probably gonna buy it. Okay? But one thing I will say is Lonnie, she said she just hopes for three things: that Ari has her own land for her and her family, and that oh gosh, now I don't remember the three things, but I really thought that, you know, as long as she has her own land and was two more things. I can't even remember it now. But I also saw people like writing on the shade room, not everyone wants to be married. Yes, not everyone wants to be married. But I'm going to go on record to say, I'm pretty sure Ari wants to be married. I've always said, especially more recently, like in the last few years or whatever, marriage is not the end-all be-all for everybody. Who I am is not defined by a marriage. You know, married or not, I'm still me. I'm still Jasmine. So, you know, there's so many people that are married and unhappy, but they do just say married, you know, just to be like, I'm married. And I just feel like, yeah, people get divorces and stuff, and people are saying like, oh, there's no hope anymore because, you know, if everybody getting divorced. And to me, the way I feel about it is like, it's 2021. Like, people don't have to stay in relationships or marriages that they're not happy with. Like, it's not like back in the day, you know, when grandma and grandpa were married and like, you know, grandma or granddaddy maybe hated each other, but they gonna stay married because that's just what they did back in the 50s and 60s and 70s or whatever. But it's 2021. Women don't need men for money. Women don't need men to take care of them like how they had to do back in those days. The dynamics of life are just different. So you don't have to stay stuck in a situation, you know, you don't have to stay stuck in anything. Like, you know, any woman or man who wants out of their situation, they can get out. Because that's just the world that we live in today. So I don't think that necessarily like, oh, love ain't how it used to be, marriages ain't how it used to be. I don't necessarily think that. That's not what's like embedded into my head. In my head, it's just like, okay, women are in a different space where if they're not happy, they have their own, they have the means to just get up and, you know, go. Not saying that they shouldn't work it out or figure it out or do their therapy or whatever, try to make it work. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, you know, after you've already tried that, you know, grandma and granddaddy probably still was going to stay together. Now you don't need to stay together. And I've always been an advocate for happy apart versus miserable together. Because I don't do that. I don't do, I'm staying with you for the kids or for this. I'm not staying with you for the kids. The kids gonna be happy when they visit me, and the kids gonna be happy when they visit you. And it's a bonus for them. 2 Christmases, 2 birthdays, 2 everything. So, smile outside. But, yeah, so I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. Excuse me. If you want, you can write your perspective in the comments below, what you think. Do you need to be married to give certain gifts? How do you feel about marriage or whatever, whatever? So, moving on. I'll be moving on. Moving on to Portia Williams. So, we all know that Portia announced a couple of days ago that she's leaving Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, I'm going to be honest. I did not watch Real Housewives of Atlanta that much last season. I started off watching the episodes, and then I fell off. I fell off. And then I would hear so much bad stuff about how bad it is that I didn't even really care to go back and watch it. I saw enough to know what was going on. I didn't even see the reunion. I got time today. I may go back and watch the reunion. But anyway, yeah, I bought these last night. Let me see. these press, they're seltzers. Y'all, I don't even drink wine anymore because all I drink is seltzers. I try like every single brand of seltzers, but this right here, this one is so good. It's called Press. And right now I'm drinking pomegranate ginger. It's legit. So yeah, Portia is leaving Real Housewives of Atlanta. She quit her job at this Dish Nation. And you know, I don't know her finances, but the only thing that I'm gonna say is that she must feel really solid in her relationship, because I feel like she was a woman she was a stay-at-home wife. She had no kids, so when she was married to Cordell, she was a stay-at-home wife. She didn't work, and she depended on him for everything. And then when they got divorced, she came out and said like how he would like not give her money sometimes, and she would have to ask her mom for $500, and how embarrassing that was. So it's like, when I think about it, I'm like, Portia, are you putting yourself in the same situation? Because you quit Dish Nation, you quit Housewives. Granted, you might have a lot more money now. You might have millions. She probably has millions. I don't know. So maybe she can, you know, afford to not work for a few years or whatever. I guess she's still going to be working anyway. She's going to have her own show. But it's like, are you putting yourself in the same position? Because God forbid it doesn't work out with you and Simon. And now you don't quit your 2 jobs. And it's like, when you were a stay-at-home wife and you were dependent on your husband, and when things, you know, didn't work out and you guys got a divorce, you said, like, you know, you were broke and you were so excited to, you know, buy your first house and basically start over or whatever. You had to start all over. So now that you're quitting all your jobs to be with Simon, because Simon is this millionaire or whatever, if it doesn't work out, do you have a plan? But I will say, under the comments, Andy was like we talked about, I just consider this a break, not like basically like she's just taking a break, not leaving. And of course everybody's like, oh, she wasn't ready for what the cast were gonna have to say about her dating her castmate's husband. And I'm gonna be honest, I think that that's kind of true, because I think that's probably a good decision for her to not come back, because God forbid Kenya or somebody say something about her current situation that she doesn't like. We all have triggers, and triggers her to like punch them or slap them or get into a fight and lose everything behind some foolishness. This is not worth it. Because, you know, self-control, everybody don't have self-control. You only can talk to people so long or so far or so, you know, you can only say so much before a bitch is ready to kick your ass, you know? That's like me, I'm nice. People think that I'm the nicest person. They always ask me, like, do you ever get mad, whatever, whatever. I'm like, sure, of course. Who doesn't get mad? But I'm nice. But if you try me, like, you will not believe it's Jasmine. I'm one of them. And I'm from Florida. And we don't play. As Charlemagne says, the craziest people come from Florida and the Bronx. And my ass is from Florida. So yeah, I think that it was a good decision based on that. Based on the fact that you go back, you know, you do your meetups. God forbid you and Kenya get in an argument. Kenya says something you don't like and you mess around and been and punched her ass or kicked her ass or slung her by her hair again. You know, and then next thing you know, you're out of a job. You know, you probably getting a lawsuit on you. Your husband's country's looking at you like you're crazy, you know. So, although I don't want to see her go, I do think it's the best decision under the circumstances. I will say that. So, that's my take on Portia leaving Housewives and buying gifts unmarried and all of that stuff. So I'm about to finish my crafts. It's Saturday, so you know what that means. College football. So I'm about to watch some college football. Go Noles! Oh, Florida State. Florida State. I'm rocking FAMU though. I'm rocking FAMU. So FAMU is a HBCU in Florida, Tallahassee, Florida. So Florida State is also in Tallahassee, Florida, but it's a PWI. But yeah, those are my schools. So I'm rocking FAMU today. I'm gonna watch Florida State on TV. And my daughter has a soccer game in the middle of the day at 3:30. They have soccer pictures today at 2:30. So I'm about to be all over this bit. All right. Thank you for watching my video, and bye-bye.